Hey everybody, Chris Frains with Bullhorn Media here with some more digital advertising content. I wanted to talk today about 3 audiences on Facebook that every campaign should be using. Now, depending on what you're selling, there's a variety of different audiences you could be going after. I mean, you're going to be going after different audiences if you're selling, baby sneakers versus high-end B2B software, for instance. And so what I wanted to do was to list 3 audiences that pretty much no matter what you're selling can probably be valuable for you. And these are custom audiences. At least 2 of the 3 are custom audiences that you can create using Facebook. And so let's get into them right now. The first custom audience that is valuable for almost every advertiser out there is customer list lookalike audiences. And so you can upload to Facebook a list of your customers with an Excel or CSV file. And it typically works if you have at least 1,000 customers. So if you only have 100 customers, it's probably not going to work too well for you. But if you have 1,000 or more customers, upload that to Facebook and tell Facebook to create a 1% nationwide lookalike audience for that list. And what Facebook's going to do is going to go out and find people that are similar to your customers, people that have already paid for your product or your service. So this is super powerful because you're basically bypassing the risk involved with all of the targeting options. So maybe you have a product or service that might be a little bit hard to target on Facebook. Well, if you upload a customer list of 5,000 people, Facebook's going to take that and it's going to create your own unique audience that's just for you based on all the data, all the similarities of all of your customers. So this is super powerful. If you have a list of at least 1,000 people, you should always be going out on Facebook and creating these lookalike audiences for your campaigns. Number 2 is another custom audience that you can build on Facebook, but it's website lookalike audiences. So this is another lookalike audience, but this is not based on your customer list, but it's based on your website audience. So what if you have the Facebook Pixel installed on your site, which you should if you're advertising on Facebook, Facebook can take the visitors from your audience, and the more visitors you have, the better it's going to be, right? It's just like the customer list. You can give Facebook that data. So whether it's 90 days, 180 days, and tell Facebook to find more people exactly like your website visitors. And so this is powerful for the exact same way that customer list lookalikes are powerful, in that people that visit your website are there for a reason. They have some degree of interest in your product or service. So you're going to get more tight targeting on that than you would for just a broad audience. And a bonus tip for this is if you have a website that gets a large amount of traffic, you can actually target based on time spent on your website. So you can tell Facebook, I want a lookalike audience from the past 180 days, but I only want to create the audience based on the segments of my audience that spent the top 25% time on site. So if you think about this, the more time people spend on your site, the more valuable they are to you. They're there for a reason. They're browsing, they're looking at different pages, they're more interested, right? So you can tell Facebook, take the top 25% of my visitors based on time on site and create a lookalike audience for them. So it's just a more potent audience. Now this only, again, works if you have a large amount of website visitors, but if you do, this is super, super powerful, and you can create it's almost like an audience within an audience. So you have your website visitors, and then you have the cream of the crop of your website visitors, which is the people that stayed with you the longest. So that's just kind of a bonus option for website lookalike audiences. All right, number 3, friends of page likers. Okay, so this is probably best for local businesses. Well, I can see it for maybe nationwide businesses too, but selecting the little selector at the very bottom of the ad set setting, where you can select based on your connection to the page. So you can target your own page likers, and there's another selector where you can select friends of page likers. Here's why this is so powerful. When people see, if you select that, when people see the ad coming up in their feed, they will see the text out to the side that says, Barry and Susan and whoever like your page, right? So this is kind of the power of this social proof, where if people see that, if they see your ad and they see that this friend, and this friend all like your page, they're going to be more curious. They're going to be more likely to check out what you're doing, the product or service that you offer, because someone that they like and someone that they care about also likes your page. So this is super powerful, and it's something that a lot of campaigns miss, and it's kind of like this easy win that you can go out there with and just built-in social proof right from